There we go. Ahoy everyone and welcome aboard. I'll be your Captain Hillian today, along with...
He is your mighty Lieutenant Drakir at the service, and welcome back to...
Welcome back to Zenless Zone Zero, and I just noticed that I forgot to change the title of... So let me just change that quickly. There.
Oh dear.
And yeah, this is the 5th full one. We have done a few extras due to bad planning, I will fully admit. So, Zenless Zone Zero, number 5.
Bad planning and underestimating it as well.
Yeah, like I didn't know we could get stuck at night during some of the immersive storytelling bits.
So
okay, Ink is in the room, but she's trying to get out already.
Technically, you don't want to speed up to the night if you want to grind.
Now, the grinding can still happen. Just let Ink out before she would just sit in front of the door for 4 hours. Because I can still travel and such. It's just that other stuff like the events that are currently ongoing can't apparently be accessed now. It could be because it's night, and it would need to fast forward to the next day, which it won't allow without going to sleep on the couch. I don't think we'll be picking... I'll definitely not... I tried to start these. Like it says in progress below the rewards there. This one has happened once or twice before, and during the interlude recording for last week, people probably noticed those spent batteries that were acquired after using energy during the grinding. Yeah, you can turn those in for rewards at this. Only problem is it's in the new Season 2 area, so I'm not sure if I should head there even for that. Plus, for the full rewards, okay, you can turn in for 7 days to get rewards for each of those days. And if you should turn in for 5 days total, you get extra rewards. So 2 of those are extra. I'm just a bit unsure on if I should... Okay, so only level 15 and Mole in the Hole done. Okay, as long as it's only access to the new area, I'll probably still go do this for the days available. But it won't be on stream, and I'm if I do record it, similar to what I've discussed with Drakir, with these events, or this event, since there's characters here that we haven't met yet, I will record it, but I will put a spoiler tag on the parts where new or unmet characters are, well, interacted with, so that can be skipped and potentially returned to for later or so.
Yeah.
Okay, for now, let's just start the store. Yeah, it really doesn't matter who we set to this at the moment. They're all equally good. Or compared to the agents, equally bad. Let's see. Retro, Tragic, and Family. Encore. I think we've seen that one before. Retro and Family. Okay, let's see. When that orphanage was demolished, he's now the lead performer at dance. Yeah, we have read that one before. Nihility we've also read as well, I think. Yeah, possibility even a coming hollow disaster. The Heartbeat, I don't think we've read this one. Let's see. A child with congenital heart disease falls into a hollow. His mother disregards the advice of a hollow investigator and forces her way into the hollow to save her child. The only lead on her son's location is an app on her phone that monitors his heart. She follows every simulated heartbeat as she tracks him down. Yeah, they have some really good potential movie ideas in here, huh?
Yeah, okay. I get it's a family one, but that sounds very intense for a family movie.
Yeah. Okay, so, now... go ahead.
Maybe family... Is that even a thing? Family thriller?
I guess. And yeah, now that Belle has been awake for a full damn week, she can finally get some sleep. And I rhymed. In the Oh Sweetie drama, sleeping on the sofa is often depicted as a form of punishment. Isn't it strange considering the sofa is actually quite comfy? As someone who has slept on a sofa, or at least a couch, I think would be the best translation. It can be a bit discomfortable, but it can also be decently comfortable. It's better than the floor.
It depends on the sofa.
There we go. Yeah.
I kind of say yes and no. Like, I had fallen asleep on the sofa on very rare occasion. At least one, I think. Otherwise, I've been sleeping one of those that are both a bed and a sofa. Like, if you're not using it, it's a sofa. By the time you go to the bed, you fold it out and prepare it as a bed.
Okay, one of those. Another new day. I haven't seen Wise this morning. Let's ask 18. Yeah, this time I think we should aim to stop somewhere in the middle of story. Where there's a mission after the HDD, but we don't... Oh, hello, Hetty. Yeah, basically I've hoped to stop somewhere where we'll be able to do the events. So maybe at some point today we stop with the main story and go look at side quests instead.
Yeah.
That guy was so handsome. He looked like a celebrity. Ah, manager, you scared me. Was someone flirting with you, Hetty? No, he just came to ask me something about a specific videotape. As the promoter, I told him everything about it and recommended the tape with enthusiasm. So he took the tape over to 18 to pay and then left. I feel somewhat torn. But the thought that I'll see him again when he returns the tape is cheering me up. If he really is a celebrity, I'll ask him to sign his videotape is in. Maybe it's even one of the new ones for today. Yep, and regionally famous, and we get some more. Port Peak, Unlimited Players, Last Flight, Starlight Night Special Edition. Okay, we actually saw one of the adverts for this during the pre-stream. We've seen that one actually a few times. Okay. Well, there you are. Are you looking for something? By the way, where's Wise? Wise just took a phone call and ducked out to the parking lot because he didn't want to interrupt your work. Thanks, I'll go have a look. Yeah, Bell's important. He just poofs out.
Oh dear. But as it is, I just realized there are many horror room thrillers that have families in them, but they've never been classified as a family movie. I suspect that when people see the family tag, they're going to expect it to be family friendly.
Yeah. Also, noticing something about her. When we approach, she actually turns to look. I'm not sure if I've noticed that before. 7710 and its cat. This is how I am. How come there are so many slow-paced films around? Slow-paced film this month. Is there anything more exciting? Slow-paced films are my brother's favorite. Well, we know who's been responsible for stalking things again. And hello again, yeah, Mr. Former Gangster.
Oh dear.
Venus. So, my shiny rising star, feeling bored without any new commissions lately? Or perhaps want to talk to me about your work problems? Oop. Let's talk business. Huh? You want to talk about work right off the bat? Well, that was straightforward. I don't mind your style, though. I've sent you the details of the commission through internet. If you need help, come find me at the coffee shop on 6th Street. The Gaze of the Stars. Go to the construction site in the Hollow and complete the mission hazard screening. And routine maintenance. Okay. Yeah, we have like 24 of these at the moment. And hello, Elfie. Every tune is waiting to be heard and savored. Bardic Needles collection and services have been upgraded, now offering more custom tunes. Can't wait for your visit. Did you just change your tune? It's because, well, it's a secret. No need to spell it out right away. In short, it'll help with that thing. Drop by when you can. Okay, we have been getting a few... let me see. How to get into there most directly. Yep, just through here. Nope. Opposite button. Yeah, we've hit internet level 35, so that should have unlocked a new. Well, that's why Hedy had new tapes, and why Bardic Needles should have more options available as well. Are all odds and ends box? Haven't looked in here since moving to 6th Street. We don't need anything right now, so maybe there's no reason to open it at all.
Wait, why do you have it out there then?
And uncovered.
But it does have a lid that it's taped, but
Yeah, a decent a decent rain shower and this thing would be mush. Unless cardboard is made different in New Era do.
I think I have heard of waterproof cardboard, but don't know how common that is.
As expected, Wise is taking a call at the parking lot.
So, for the monster in the square, you're really saying Hand is gonna take over the remaining investigation?
Absolutely. We heard it firsthand together with the Belobog Industries people. The monster's remains will still be collected by public security, of course, but the automated evidence carrier will bring the remains to Hand once it passes through the hollow.
Yeah, I get it. Hand is better than public security at investigating this kind of weird stuff. They've always had a pretty delicate relationship. That PubSec officer seems decent, though, being willing to put all that aside and hand over the case. Oh, it's getting late. I can't stay and chat. I have a client meeting scheduled later. Anyway, I'll do my best to help look for Rain, so keep an eye out for some good news.
Yeah, we need this Rain to help decrypt the memory unit that we got from Belobog. More specifically, the prototype, which may have info that is useful to the proxies. Exactly for what, we don't know yet.
Thanks, Nicole. See you soon. Hey, Belle.
So, you've told Nicole about the mission to find Rain, then?
Yes. Nicole thought we might be related to what happened in the square, so she called to ask me about it. I explained and told her about the mission to find Rain.
Okay, yeah, you can say a lot about Nicole, but that she does have good instincts when it comes to shit like this.
Yeah.
Though already she knew that Belobog was getting help from the proxies, so one-on-one.
Yeah, and she does apparently, from what we've seen and heard from others, she does have a good heart.
Yeah.
By the way, Kaleida also called earlier to say public security confirmed the time to collect the monster's remains.
Yeah. I'll leave that for the game to explain when we get access to the trust system.
Finally. I hope the collection goes smoothly.
Fingers crossed. Anyway, whether it's the investigation or the search for Rain, all we can do now is wait for news. Since there's not much going on, why don't we head over to the public security office sometime in the next couple days?
Oh, are we turning ourselves in?
This is no laughing matter. If we'd forgotten about it, we might have gotten pulled over. Our driver's licenses are about to expire.
Master, I've applied for a driver's license renewal for you and Second Assistant on the Public Security's official website. But unfortunately, the collection of the new licenses must be done in person.
Let's visit the office in Lumina Square to get our new licenses soon then. The metro to Lumina Square is always packed. We'd better drive there.
Yeah, before those licenses expire. If I remember correctly, during the same time that this... Actually, I'm not sure how much was available at launch. Or maybe I just got lucky with it, but at the time that I got to this point on the main account, I think it also started an event to help sort stuff out at PubSec. Oh yeah, this is where we'll get brought to Lumina Square for the first time then. Let's see. Bill, let's find some time soon to go to public security at Lumina Square. How about today? Okay, there's some storytelling. Great, let's get ready and to head out then. Yeah, I think the best time for us to end off today would be at one of the markers that warns you're about to enter storytelling mode. So that, well, we know we're not getting stuck on something.
Indeed.
Okay.
Or as we
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
we have enough time to do it.
Yeah. And if you saw the intermission, I put up yesterday, you may have gotten a preview of this area already.
I was about to, but then decided I will wait with it.
Okay. Yeah, in future intermissions, I'll probably cut out more of the Lost Void and other Hollow Zero stuff, because a lot of it is just going to be fighting, of course. Later, outside a parking lot near Lumina Square. Belle, I've got bad news. The parking lot is full. How come? Theoretically, the parking lot shouldn't be this full in the afternoon. Guess there's always an exception to the rule of experience. Anyway, now we have to look for other solutions. Maybe there are other parking spaces around? Let's do that then. I'll be waiting for your update here. As could be expected of a central city area, huh? That's... parking's going to be absolute hell. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we've got a sort of parking area or something. It only has like 2 spots there, and then there's the charging ports for the bamboo over here. So yeah, this is how they can recharge in public.
Also, I think those 2 cars might be the parking slot for employers. Like there are those that take care, that make sure the garage is functional and all.
Yeah. Okay, before we head over, find this part. Well, there's one in this direction, anyways. Let's explore the area a bit.
Go back to the tree. I saw something. Yeah, that tree is and its sign.
I think that's supposed to warn for bird droppings.
I think we should have more of those for... It has happened to me. Luckily for a tiny one, so it wasn't too bad. So it had all that white, big, sticky from like seagulls, and it was a tiny one, but it still caught me by surprise.
Yeah.
It was mostly on my jacket, like enough, but I did feel it touch my back of my hair tip on the neck, so it was easy to clean off and all that, but it could have been worse. It could have been middle head, but it I guess you could say grazed.
Yeah.
And I was eating ice, actually, I just happy it did not hit my ice cream.
Yeah. It looks like there's more sides to these than the 3 that should be possible, or no, that they're flat, or oh, the other side probably changes or something while it's in there. And maybe it's just me, but I like just those old advert things that just switch around. They aren't used as much these days. There's just something about the noise of them all just flipping around in a chain that is nice to me.
Yeah, the other place to look at, though I can see what it's stopped for, is likely a lot of maintenance on them, since much can go wrong.
Maybe I should close my stall early tonight. There's a concert I'd like to attend.
Yeah, we can get the scratch tickets and scratch cards and such over here as well. Oop, lucky. 20 polychrome.
I just realized something about birds now, since this is what I've seen 2 times now when I'm taking my morning walks.
No.
Running a newsstand is easy.
I'm not sure if it's the same squirrel or different squirrels, but they've been chased around by small birds. And today, this morning, I saw... Yeah, about what was it like? 10, 12 blue tits chasing a squirrel?
As in the birds, people.
Yeah, I'm saying the bird's name in the English name. That's
Running a newsstand is
yeah.
easy. Even a dog could do it.
Okay, throwing shade at Howl or something.
Oh yeah, I know birds can be protected, but I only recently learned that some birds will team up together to chase off a threat. And
Yeah.
it's probably the first year I actually get to see that twice in one summer.
All right. Let's see. These stories
Running a
are different from when I
newsstand
last
is easy.
checked.
Even a dog could do it.
So maybe these change periodically. Like, I haven't moved forward in this. Well, we have moved a bit forward in the story, so maybe that changed, or maybe they're different each day. Let's see. A newly developed alloy can counter the corruption effects of ether and can be used to enhance AIs. Some are worried that this will enhance the competitive advantage of AIs in investigator positions, leading to job discrimination. OBC mascot Orca's true
Running a
identity
newsstand is
exposed.
easy. Even a dog could do it.
Yes, Granny. Someone witnessed a middle-aged man wearing an orca costume on the metro, suspected to be the real-life actor of OBC's mascot. OBC responded, "The orca comes from the ocean to spread love and is not a middle-aged man." that actually reminds me a bit. For the longest time, McDonald's played along with Ronald McDonald actually coming
Running
from like a
newsstand is
magical
easy.
McDonald's
Even a
land.
dog could do it.
Yes, you gotta give credit for them at least keeping it there. For trying to keep up the appearances for the kids and such, and well, nowadays they've got that stupid box as a mascot. So yeah,
Wait. Box?
Yeah. To my knowledge, at least over here, McDonald's
Running a newsstand
franchises.
is easy. Even a dog could do it.
McDonald's franchises have swapped away from the red and yellow to more like a sort of coffee shop look, and they basically kicked Ronald out in exchange for a Happy Meal box with a face. And yeah, their profits have been plummeting lately, I think.
This, but again, I haven't
Running a
seen the
newsstand is
mascot,
easy.
the old mascot,
Even a dog could
begin
do
it in
it.
years.
True. Let's see. New season's monetary policy will stimulate consumption. According to reports, New Air will continue its lenient monetary policy, keeping short-term interest rates in the negative range. This step is intended to support the city's economic recovery from the slump created by the recent Hollow disasters. Yeah,
Come back soon. Chatting
A
with
city
young
full
people
of,
is a delight.
a city full of people probably suffering from some sorts of trauma together is probably not going to be the people too happy to spend at times. Plus, I'm guessing that means interest rates on loans and such. Yeah, I don't plan to ever try to take out too many loans of any sorts. Got a little playground here. Oh, with one of the boxes. Or mini trucks. There we go. Just a small amount, but every little bit helps. Speaking of that, actually, something I missed during the anniversary, but luckily was still active, is that there were a bunch of redemption codes that you could use to get rewards and such, like Polychrome, Denny's, and all sorts of stuff. So let's claim all of those. Yeah, 260 Polychrome, 10 Senior, 5... just a bunch of stuff. So when there are redemption codes, it is of course useful to go grab them because, well, you get quite a bit for it in turn over time.
Oh dear.
Another one of these.
I still really like this game for. Yes, this is a post-apocalypse, but they have done rather good recovery, and I feel like they have learned a lot of lessons from the past. Like, I don't see too much discrimination, though I do see the greed can still be an issue.
Yeah.
I do see people all worried about the robots taking over the job. This is a valid reason, especially in this day and age. Though I do think in this time where they are in, there's still room for some AI for the more dangerous things.
Yeah. Ooh, busted again. Illegal parking in an alleyway. If a crime happens but nobody witnesses, does it cease to be a crime? Moreover, nothing can escape these eyes of mine, for I am the Starlight Knight. Found another fan. Every fine is meant to protect. This is my duty. Take this. I was really considering leaving the car here, but it looks like it will be slapped with a ticket by this officer soon. It's better not to take the risk.
Oh dear.
It wasn't loud. No. Really? She's practicing.
Hey, graffiti is still there. So that was more less graffiti. Well, I guess it still counts as graffiti, but it was really well made.
Yeah. There is a certain line, I would say, where graffiti changes into street art and such. And, well, what's the name of that street artist, graffiti artist again, who just pops up stuff every so often here? Banksy. Like, his stuff, or their stuff, since they aren't actually known in person, I believe, their stuff is considered art. And, yeah, due to whatever specifics you want to ascribe to it yourself. But, yeah, stuff like that, tiger in there, I would call that street art.
Yeah. So I would prefer to do it legally, like who owns the building has given the permission, all that.
Yeah.
Oh god,
Can we go
this
up?
reminds
No, we
me.
cannot.
This reminds me of a very old tape I had. Which I had also seen on TV when I was very young. Someone hired one or two street artists, I think it might have been one, and got allowed to paint an entire dinosaur or in its real size on the side of a very tall building. I think it was a Brachiosaurus, so very tall. And again, it was supposed to be realistic size and representation, so yeah, again, this was back in the 90s.
I guess you could say that adds a bit of educational value as well.
Yes. But
And
bloody heck.
I think one of the
Hours.
reasons... yeah, that must have taken forever. Perhaps one of the reasons that I'm a bit of a proponent of street art is because at quite a few flats in over here, there's often that one side that's just a brick wall or such. Over here, often those just get murals painted on them, like top to bottom and such. I should take a picture of one of those in the reasonable neighborhood, not too close, as to not give too much info to where I specifically live and such. But
Yeah.
I will search one out. Let's see. Welcome to Ojuji's physiotherapy studio. Yeah, a robot masseur. Yeah, masseur is the correct term, I think. Okay.
I think so. I'm not sure. I think I had many terms for them. I'm not sure if they are for the same thing or for rank or specific style or something.
Yeah, Gravity Cinema here. You used to not be able to go into here, but since this event started, it has got an interior now.
That's why they're holding popcorn.
Okay, over here is the HIA club. So if you want, we can go in there. You can even see the two in there. This is for something else, and well, there they are again. Hey, it's me. We've met again. What brings you to Lumina Square? Just running some errands. Errands? But I often wonder why everyone in this city has to be so busy with errands. Staying alive itself doesn't have to be so tiring and troublesome. Looks like you already know this place pretty well. I bet you found some shiny stuff here too. They might not look exactly like the ones you're familiar with, but I'll accept them. Bring me any HIA commemorative coins you run into, as they won't do you any good anyway. So yeah, we can find coins around here as well. And hello, Yi. Very Daft Punk. If you have any fun ideas, feel free to tell me. We welcome all interesting things. They'll be related to some side stuff later.
I find it curious, like, also in a way I think it is good. Like, I haven't seen too many